It starts with a smile, a practiced one, the kind that lifts just enough to look believable but never reaches the eyes. You've seen it, you've worn it. The quiet, exhausted expression of someone who has mastered the art of appearing unbothered while something inside them is slowly collapsing. People who pretend they're okay don't announce it. They don't cry for help. They don't fall apart where anyone can see. They simply hold. Hold themselves together, hold the room together, hold the world together even when their own world is splitting at the seams. But people rarely ask why. Why someone learns to hide their pain so convincingly that even they start to believe the act. So today, we're going inside that mask. Inside the quiet psychology of people who pretend they're okay when they're anything but. The origin of the mask. Pretending starts long before adulthood. It begins in childhood, in moments so small you don't even realize they changed you. Maybe you grew up in a home where emotions were inconvenient, where you learned that crying was weakness, complaining was disrespect, and needing comfort was too much. Maybe your sadness made someone uncomfortable. Maybe your fear annoyed them. Maybe your joy was too loud. So you learned to shrink. You learned to tuck pieces of yourself away, quietly, obediently, invisibly. Or maybe you were the strong one, the kid who held the family together, the stabilizer, the peacekeeper, the one who learned early that your feelings were secondary to everyone else's chaos. So you became the emotional adult in a house full of children. You became the listener, the fixer, the calm one. And in exchange, you traded authenticity for safety. That's how the mask forms. Not from deception, but from survival. The performance becomes identity. Over time, pretending becomes muscle memory. You stop asking yourself how you feel. You only ask yourself what version of you everyone else needs. You smile automatically. You say, "I'm good," before your brain catches up. You laugh at jokes that don't land. You carry burdens that aren't yours. You apologize for taking up space. You become the dependable friend, the quiet achiever, the emotionally responsible one, the person everyone comes to because you seem so stable. But stability is often a costume, one worn by people who learned far too young that the world becomes dangerous when they show their true feelings. Pretending you're okay isn't dishonesty, it's protection. The nervous system learns to hide. Psychologists call this emotional suppression, but nervous system experts call it what it really is: a survival response. When you grow up in environments where big emotions are punished, ignored, or shamed, your body learns to shut down signals that feel unsafe to express. So instead of crying, you swallow the lump in your throat. Instead of shouting, you bite your tongue until it bleeds. Instead of asking for help, you convince yourself you don't need it. Your nervous system becomes a locked room, silent, tight, compressed. Your feelings don't disappear, they just lose their voice. People who pretend they're okay don't lack emotion, they lack permission. The hidden signs someone isn't okay. But there are signs, quiet ones, that someone is struggling beneath their practiced calm. They joke a little too quickly, change the subject a little too smoothly, keep the focus on others to avoid the spotlight turning toward them. They say, I'm tired, when they mean, I'm overwhelmed. They say, it's nothing, when they mean, I don't know how to talk about this without falling apart. They turn every conversation into support for others, because supporting others feels safer than being supported. And the most heartbreaking sign? They never, ever want to be a burden, even when they're drowning. The loneliness of being strong. People who pretend they're okay rarely feel seen. They are the ones who say they're fine, so people assume they are. They are the ones who keep it together, so no one thinks to ask whether something is unraveling beneath the surface. They are the ones who give endlessly, so no one imagines they might be empty. This creates a profound, quiet loneliness. Because when you're always the strong one, people forget you're human. And when you're always the stable one, people forget you need stability too. The worst part? You start to forget it too.
The psychology of the mask. Pretending you're okay serves several purposes. 1. Avoiding conflict. If you look fine, no one gets upset. No one asks questions. No one creates emotional tension. 2. Maintaining relationships. People fear rejection so deeply that they would rather suffer silently than risk pushing someone away with their truth. 3. Protecting others. Many don't hide their feelings for themselves. They do it for the people they love. 4. Avoiding vulnerability. Being seen is terrifying when being seen as a child didn't bring comfort, but consequences. 5. Staying in control. Emotion feels dangerous when the world taught you that losing control comes with punishment. This isn't weakness. This is conditioning. The breaking point. But masks crack. They always do. Not dramatically, not in the way movies show, but quietly, in the way a person's voice gets softer when you ask how they're doing a second time. In the way their smile fades a little too quickly. In the way their shoulders drop when they think no one is looking. The breaking point isn't an event. It's a moment of honesty slipped through the cracks. A moment that whispers, I can't keep holding everything. What they really need. People who pretend they're okay aren't asking for rescue. They don't want fixing. They don't want pity. What they want is simple. Space to be human. They want someone to ask how they're doing and actually wait for the real answer. They want someone who notices the tremor in their voice, the heaviness in their eyes, the exhaustion behind their smile. They want reassurance that their feelings won't scare anyone away. They want gentleness, patience, and, above all, safety. If this is you, if you are someone who hides your pain, someone who always says, I'm fine, someone who carries more than they should, hear this. You are not a burden. Your feelings are not too much. Your needs are not excessive. Your softness is not inconvenient. You do not have to earn comfort by being strong. You do not have to earn love by being unbreakable. You do not have to prove your worth by suffering quietly. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to ask for help. You are allowed to be seen. and you deserve to be held in the very moments you've always faced alone. The healing begins. Healing doesn't begin when you stop pretending. It begins when you notice that you're pretending. When you ask yourself, what am I hiding? And who taught me to hide it? And what would happen if I told the truth? Healing begins with small pauses, moments where you let yourself feel without judging the feeling. Moments where you reach out just a little to someone safe. Moments where you let the mask slip just enough to breathe. The hardest truth. The mask didn't protect you. It silenced you. It kept you from the pain, but it also kept you from connection, from comfort, from real intimacy. Pretending you're okay was something you learned as protection, but it became a prison. And now, your healing begins the moment you choose freedom. Not all at once, not dramatically, but quietly, gently, honestly. Final message. There is a version of you underneath the mask, a version who is tired, a version who is hurting, a version who deserves tenderness. Let that version be seen. Let that version breathe. Let that version speak. You don't have to pretend anymore. You don't have to carry everything alone. You don't have to be okay to deserve love. You just have to be real. And that's more than enough.